Chapter 2. The Witch. At midday, he remembered that there was a young witch. She lived in a cave and she was very good at magic. He ran quickly to her. "What you need?" she cried when he ran towards her cave. "Do you need fish when the weather is bad? I have a special instrument." You play it and all the fish swim into the bay. But it has a price, pretty boy. It has a price. What you need? A storm to destroy the ships. Do you want the gold on the ships? I can help you. I have more storms than the wind. My master is stronger than the wind. But I have a price, pretty boy. I have a price. I do not want very much, said the young fisherman, but the priest is very angry with me, and the merchants laugh at me. So I came to you, and I will pay you any price. What do you want? Asked the witch. I want to send my soul away from me, answered the young fisherman. The witch's face became white. Pretty boy, she said. That is a terrible thing to do. He laughed and answered her. My soul is not important to me. I cannot see it, I cannot touch it. I do not know it. I will tell you, but you must give me something, said the witch. She looked at him with her beautiful eyes. 5 pieces of gold, he said, and my nets, and my house, and my boat. But how can I send away my soul? She laughed and answered, I can change the autumn leaves into gold. I can change the light of the moon into silver. My master is richer than all the kings of this world. The witch caressed his hair with her thin white hand. You must dance with me, pretty boy, she said softly, and she smiled at him. Only this, cried the young fisherman. Only this, she answered, and she smiled at him again. Then we will dance together in a secret place at sunset, he said, and you will tell me everything. Then I can send away my soul. When the moon is full, when the moon is full, she said softly. Then she looked around and listened. 3 birds sang. There was no other sound. There was only the sound of the waves. So she pulled him next to her. She put her dry lips close to his ear. Tonight you must come to the top of the mountain, she whispered. It is a special night and he will be there. Who is he? He asked. It is not important, she answered. Go tonight and stand under the tree and wait for me. You will see a dog and you must hit it with a stick. The dog will run away. Remember, do not speak to the owl. I will come with the full moon and we will dance together. How can I send my soul away? You must promise to tell me, he said. She came out of the cave into the sun. Tea promise, she answered. You are the best witch in the world, cried the fisherman, and he ran back to the town happily. The witch went into her cave and burned a magic plant. She looked into the smoke. After some time, she said angrily, He must be mine. I'm as beautiful as she is. That evening, When the moon appeared, the fisherman went to the top of the mountain. He stood under the tree. A big owl with yellow eyes called his name. He did not answer. A black dog ran towards him. He hit it with the stake, and it ran away. At midnight, the witches were in the sky. They were like bats. They cried. When they came to the ground, there's someone here, and we do not know him. Finally, the young witch with red hair appeared. She wore a gold dress with peacock's eyes on it, and her little head was green. Where is he? Asked the witches when they saw her. She laughed and ran to the fisherman. She took him by the hand, and then they danced in the moonlight. They danced round and round. Then they heard the sound of a galloping horse, but they did not see a horse. Faster, faster, she cried, and then the fisherman was afraid. Something very bad was there, and he was afraid of it. There was a man near a rock. He wore elegant Spanish clothes. This man watched the fisherman constantly. The witch laughed, and he danced with her round and round. Chapter 3. The Secret. A dog barked, and the dancers stopped. They went to the man and kissed his hand. Come, let's pray, the witch said softly. The fisherman wanted to do this, and he followed her. But when he came near the man, he called God's name. When he did this, the witches screamed and went away. A horse came, and the man got on it. He looked at the fisherman sadly, and then disappeared. The witch with red hair tried to fly away too, but the fisherman stopped her. Let me go, she cried. You must not say God's name. No, he answered. You are my prisoner. Tell me the secret now. What secret? Said the witch. She tried to escape. You know, he answered. She began to cry and said to the fisherman, Ask me anything, but not that. He laughed and didn't want to release her. She could not escape, and so she said, I am as beautiful as the mermaids. And she put her face near his. But he pushed her away and said, I will kill you. You must tell me the secret now. She trembled. All right, she said. It is your soul, not mine. She gave him a little knife. Why did you give me this knife? He asked. She was silent for a moment. She was terrified. Then she said to him, Our shadow is not the shadow of our bodies. It is the body of our souls. Stand on the beach with your back to the moon. Cut your shadow from your feet. Then you must tell your soul to leave, and it will leave. The young fisherman trembled. Is this true? He said. He released her and took the knife. Then he walked to the sea. The fisherman's soul then said to him, I am your servant. Do not send me away now. Did I do anything bad to you? The young fisherman laughed. You didn't do anything bad, but I do not need you. He answered, The world is big. Go where you want, but do not disturb me, because my love is calling me. His soul called him many times, but he did not listen. He then arrived on the beach and stood on the sand with his back to the moon. White arms came out of the foam, and they asked him to come. His soul said to him, Do not send me away without a heart. The world is cruel. Give me your heart. How can I love my mermaid without a heart? He cried. Please, said his soul, give me your heart. The world is cruel and I am afraid. My heart is with my love now. He answered. Go away, but I also need to love, said his soul. Go away, I do not need you, cried the young fisherman. He took the little knife and cut his shadow from his feet. The shadow stood up in front of him, and it was very similar to the fisherman. The fisherman moved back slowly, and he was afraid. Go away, he murmured, and never come back again. No, but we must meet again, said the soul. The soul's voice was like a flute. How will we meet? Cried the young fisherman. Will you follow me into the sea? Once every year I will come to this place and call you, said the soul. Perhaps you will need me. I do not think I will need you, cried the young fisherman. But you can call me. I can come here again. He went into the water and the tritons played their musical instruments. The little mermaid came to meet him. She put her arms around his neck and kissed him on the mouth. The soul stood on the beach and watched them, and when they disappeared into the sea, the fisherman's soul walked away and cried.